All right, welcome back. Today I've got my helper with me. We got another little helper over here. You can say hello?
Hello.
She just ate a sandwich. Anyway, working on the C10 again. We're doing, I'm not sure what we're doing. We're doing brakes right now. I'm outside in the yard. And yeah, the brakes on that truck in the garage, they weren't all there. And so, you know, junkyard parts, right? And the brakes on this truck, the parts I need off of this truck will complete that truck. I already did the other side. And this side, we're gonna pop the tire off and see if it's all there. The other side wasn't all there. Alright. Let's pull this tire off. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, stand back. There we go. Tire's off. It's a little weird. It's alright.
Tickets to get it off. Can I sit down on it now?
Okay, moment of truth right here. You wanna hold this for me? There. Alright, let's see what happens. Is it all there? Well, this one's actually all there. The other side was missing this emergency brake piece right there. So, it's good news. The one in the shop has the emergency brake piece, but it's missing these little pushers off the cylinder. So, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing pulled apart. But, let's see, set that right there. While I'm pulling this apart, here's some news for you. Look out, bud. Yeah. So recently, I've been working a lot, so that's why I haven't been able to come out with a video for like a month. But in the past couple weeks, I reached 1,000 subscribers. So I want to say thank you to all of you out there for subscribing, listening to me rant, and watching all the weird things I do.
Is dead. Hey, your camera's not on.
I hate drum brakes. Oh, I hate drum brakes. Anyway, so yeah, I reached 1,000 subscribers. If there's something you want me to do as like a celebration for it, let me know. I'm thinking about doing like a live.
It's turned off.
I don't know if there's anybody would. Hey, shh, it's not off. Anyway, I don't know if anybody would watch if I did a Facebook live, or not a Facebook, did a YouTube live. If you're interested in that, let me know, and I can put one together. I'd be happy enough to do one. I can do some Q&A,
you need to take the cylinder
whatever
out,
with you. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, or something else. I don't really know right now because. Oh, so let me know. I'm gonna continue pulling these apart. If there's anything interesting, I'll show you. That's how the yard jack works. It's awesome. All right, we are in the garage now, as you can tell. It is time to put it all back together. One cool thing I noticed, so that's the brake pad off of the original brake pad off the C10. Let me grab a tape measure. That's the original brake shoe off of the C10 axle, and it measures 2 inches wide on the part. The flat surface measures 2 3/4 wide. So 2 inches wide here versus 2 3/4 on the 6-lug axle. These are a lot bigger brakes. That's kind of cool. I just realized that. Now the drum, if you look at the drum, see this drum, there's only 2 inches of meat there, versus this drum there's going to be 2 3/4 inches meat there. So that's kind of cool. Brake upgrade. Wasn't planning on that. I thought both of them would be exactly the same as far as the brakes go, but they are very different. Kind of cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through these brakes and put them back together. I know, very boring, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I've made it about as far as I can tonight. That's where I'm at. Yep, all it is assembled. So wheel cylinder right here, the rubber on it, on the ends is super hard, and that's about all I can get done tonight until I go to the store tomorrow morning and grab a couple of wheel cylinders, one for this side, one for that side. So I should show you, I got my exhaust done. So 3-inch exhaust goes up all the way, nice loud muffler right there, and yep, as you can tell, a weld, a weld, a weld, a weld, a weld, you know, weld, weld. If you look underneath, the light here, I brought it up right through here, right up, actually came underneath the transmission cross member and tied into my crossover pipe. Yeah, I know I got 3-inch here, and I think that's 2-inch there, but that's what I got. That's the crossover pipe I could get from the junkyard. It would fit. I obviously had to modify it, but that exhaust is installed, and aside from the muffler purchase, the muffler I think was 50 bucks, and all the pipe from the junkyard I think was 50 bucks for all of it. That includes the crossover pipe and all that 3-inch. Yeah, I got a full 3-inch exhaust for like 50 bucks. We'll say 100 bucks. Not too bad. Criticize me for using all the welds, but I don't care. It's gonna sound just fine. I think it sounded really good actually, and you don't see it anyway. This pipe back here is a little crooked. I may recut it right there and get it and kick it over this way a little bit, but it's functional like this. If I want to change that, I can change it. Anyway, that's all for tonight. Yeah, tomorrow we'll grab the wheel cylinders and finish putting this. All right, so went to the parts store. They didn't have the parts I needed, so clearly went out to the parts store. I said, the heck with that project, we're going wheeling. Pretty good day. So, just out here in the desert, I'm running a trail that I've never ran before. I've run a little piece of this end of it, and I've run the other end of it. I've never connected the two ends together. So, today, I got my little helper with me today. You can say hi. Hi. Anyway, we're gonna run this trail. So, it's mostly, for a ways, it's just really dirt road, but it's kind of fun. Woo. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Running side-by-side trails in a tracker. It's always good fun. So, take you along, show you some of the scenery, and just have a good time. That's what we're out of the shop, out of the garage. Feels good. Well, that's the road we're taking. So we're making our way across this kind of desert spot, and kind of a cool rock formation right back there. Hard to go through and drive at the same time, but hey, whatever. We still are in 2-wheel drive. We aired down a while back, but we're in 2-wheel drive and just cruising because it's, you know, it's essentially just a dirt road. So I got my commentary over here. So yeah, just having a great time. Having a great time. Let the dust clear here. So pause for a second here before we drop down and go up that way. So you look over this way, you got the Snake. You can kind of see the Snake River right in here, I think. Maybe you can see that. You see the little water right there. It's kind of cool. There's a stain on the mountain right there. some kind of mineral deposit of some sorts. Kind of reminds me of driving through Wyoming. Some of the not painted hills, but some of the multicolored hills driving through Wyoming. So, really pretty country out here, and just fun to drive. So I got my mapping app with me, kind of tracking my trail as I go. So I know if I'm on the right road, and so I can look at where I've gone later. Kind of fun. So continue just boogieing along. Here's a better view of that. Oh. Of that hill right there. Kind of cool.
That's red dirt.
It is. It's kind of reddish orange, isn't it? So if you know what that is, tell me in the comments. I'm always curious about kind of stuff like that. Really cool stuff. My brother's really into it, and I'm sure he can tell me exactly what it is. If you're watching, let me know. Let me know what it is. So that's the valley we just crossed. So really pretty out here. It's kind of fun to, you can see when you're driving this way, it's always fun to turn around and look behind you and see what you passed. Sometimes you miss stuff. So we're going to crest over the top of this hill here and see what's on the other side. Two rocks in the road. So this is as far as I have been on this road. I came to here one time and I turned around and went back. Smacking the car over there.
Smacking the door.
Funny kid. Alright, we have made it a long way across the dusty desert. Now it's time to start climbing. We're still in the dusty desert, but we're going to start climbing. So, we're going up that way. At least I think we are. Better check my map.
Don't turn. That way is where we're going.
We're going up that way. So, yeah, start climbing.
Yep, that is the way we're
Look what road this is. Not sure what road that is. Anyway. Yeah. Well, that was kind of a cool climb. There's all that rock formation up there. It's a pretty steep hill we're climbing. Oh, hope I missed this rock right here. And down in there. That'd be a fun trail for a rock crawler. I wonder if that is a rock crawl trail. I might have to check that out. Be an interesting one. Anyway, we're gonna keep climbing. Look at that. Look at that rock formation. Rocks! Just kind of cool. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, up we go. Water tank. Big old water tank distributes it to all the cow watering troughs. Kind of cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this is gonna be a cool drive. Never been up here. All right, made a couple wrong turns, but here we are. Found a sign. It confirms that we're on the right road. We're going this way. So, I knew it was a general this way-ish direction, but I wasn't paying attention to my mapping app and I was just driving up a really cool trail. But you know what? That's all part of the adventure, right? Just you take a wrong turn and end up somewhere you didn't intend to, but guess what? As long as you're not completely lost and you don't have any idea at all where you're going, it's kind of fun to just add to the adventure doing that. So we're gonna keep going up this road. It's got about, oh, you're saving your Powerade. We got a picnic in the cooler saved up here. We're gonna eat our picnic up here a little ways and once we get to the spring, and yeah, exciting. That sign said about 6 miles to the spring that we're going to. So So
Springs are pointing.
show that when we get there. My little adventure buddies hanging out. Climbing pretty close to the top of that mountain up there, so exciting. I'm kind of excited to get out of the heat. Hopefully going up in elevation will cool off a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Driving along, found some flowers. Look at these things. Really pretty. Look at those. Some really pretty flowers.
I see
Fun.
flowers too, Dad.
And I killed it. We're on a hill.
There's a cow.
Yes, Leland, it's another cow.
There's two cows. Hello to the cow.
I love going from desert into this kind of stuff. It's just really cool to me to see the transition. Yeah, there's lots of cows out here, huh, bud? This road starts getting rough, so really washed out in places. And if it was a this was a full-size vehicle, this would be challenging. To this point, you could probably do it. All of what I've done, you could do in a stock truck. Now we're actually starting to get into some rocks here, and then right back there you can see the road's washed out real bad. But if you have a stock truck, those areas would have been pretty iffy. Get lift and tires, you can do a lot of it. But this tracker, I love it because of how narrow it is and how short it is. Because it can really take the lines that nobody else does. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So we're gonna keep working our way up this little draw and see how many more cows we can seize.
Hello. Hello.
That actually is a road. Hold on. That might be my turn. No. That is a road I could take. I'm not going to because that one looks crazy. So we're gonna keep moving. All right, so we're starting to climb and it's rough. We're just climbing up this shale rock. This is gonna be kind of cool. Super rough and bumpy road. Yeah, stock vehicle would not do this. Stock tracker, yeah, stock tracker would just fine. I haven't used the locker yet. The lift is certainly helpful over these rocks, and the oversized tires from stock tires are certainly helpful just for ground clearance. But majority, like anyway, yeah, but pretty fun little trail. We're out of the dirt and all the way into the rocks. Look at this. Talk about a rocky road. Tell you what. Look at that. All the dirt washed away. It's completely rocks. Just plain cool. Always kind of crawl through areas like that, especially around those blind corners. You can't see if there's anybody stopped, you can't see if there's anybody coming, so you always just take it nice and easy. Yeah, these are aspens, Quaking aspens. Yeah, the white bark looks like birch, doesn't it? Yep.
The brown looks like oak.
Yeah, this is a cool trail. I like this trail. I'm gonna have to run this one more often. It's a cool one. So yeah, we're just essentially driving right up the bottom of this canyon. A few minutes ago we had a couple of little water crossings where the creek came through, you know, like an inch deep, you know, but it's still running down the road. But yeah, we're running up this canyon. Just trees on all sides and anyway, yeah, big contrast from the desert we were in just a few miles ago. But I love this kind of stuff. Reminds me when I was his age. I was logging with my dad. Now we're to a point where the road isn't great. Kind of cool. Not a ton of water. And I'm guessing it probably dries up late summer, but we're end of June and it's still flowing. So I guess we could still call this early summer. I don't know. So all these trees are getting me. Just cool, fun little stuff to run. All right, we have made it to our picnic destination. So, kind of cool little area. Got a little spring right here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, we're gonna park up right here, and we're gonna find some shade and have ourselves a picnic. Oh yeah. Park under the tree. Now time for sandwich. Okay, sandwich has been had. Took a little break. Enjoy the sunshine. And now it's time to get home. Get down the trail, get home. So, this is where we stopped. It's a really pretty place. Anyway, this is the same trail. I think I probably have 4 or 5 different videos on my channel with this trail. But regardless, we're gonna go out of it. I'll show you the cool parts. Same parts you've seen on my other stuff. A couple obstacles I really want to try with the lockers and the 3-to-1s. So anyway, here it is. We're going up this sucker. Don't know. I've made it up this once with no locker, and it was crazy. So we're gonna try it today with a locker, with lower gears. It should be a lot easier. So point the camera up here. You're gonna get one shot of this, because once I go up this, I am not getting out to reset the camera. Well, I made it. I made it up. That was cool. I've been stuck in that one before and had to winch.
Go back.
That was cool.
Dad, go back up.
No, we're not going back up that one again. Once is enough for today. Push my luck enough. But now that we're lined up for this line, you want to hold the camera? We'll go up this one. That one was fun. So anyway, we're gonna mosey on down, wind down through the canyon. I got one more cool obstacle I'm gonna hit, show you guys, and then probably about done. I've been not denied on this obstacle before. Yes, I can go that way. Yes, I can go that way. That way, I could come up through here. I want to go up the rock. I've been denied, and I want to do it. So you guys get to sit here and watch. Here we go. Sit down. Hold on. That was ridiculous. Like, that was ridiculous. That locker is amazing. Every time I use it, I love it. It's just, I love it. Anyway, we're gonna boogie on out of here. We're gonna go back to the pavement. From here on out, it's not, yeah, we're still up in the hills, but that's probably about all for today. Again, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I just reached 1,000 subscribers, like I said at the beginning of the video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting on my videos and pushing it along. So here's to another 1,000. Let's just keep this channel growing. I'll keep doing fun stuff and cool stuff and whatever, because the more I do, more subscribers I get, then the more I can do with stuff. Because if I can get extra money coming in from YouTube, I'll build more stuff and we'll do more trips. So that's kind of how this goes. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and again, thanks for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. Tell you what, I think somebody had a bad day. That don't look like fun at all. That couldn't have been fun. Hope everybody's all right. And if they were around, I'd help them fix it, but nobody's around.